So our family loves to have big get-togethers several times a year, and I'm sure I'll be putting out more of these videos for Passover and things. But for Hanukkah, we like to have an open house. Last year, we ended up having 35 people over. We'll see about this year. But I like the idea of being able to invite as many people as possible, and I love to cook for these. So that takes a fair amount of planning. Otherwise, I'm going to be stressed out, and I'm not going to enjoy the planning or the party, and the whole thing is just going to, be stressful. So I'm going to go through with you how I plan that out. I also made some really cute and interactive centerpieces for my party. And so stay tuned, and I'll be sharing that with you as well. So I am starting this year by looking back at last year. This is my menu from last year. I saved them on my computer with the date. But also at the end of the party last year, I wrote down how many people we ended up having and how much food we went through. I made way too much food last year, so this will help me keep things more reasonable and not overwork. And then I just edit it for this year. There's a couple things that I keep in mind when I'm making my menu. For Jewish holidays, I like to keep things kosher style, which in this case means dairy or vegetarian. I love putting sour cream on my latkes, so that was an easy one to decide. Plus, I also think that keeping things vegetarian is just a more inclusive way of serving food for a large group of people. I love to have plenty of variety so that people have lots of things to choose from, things that are a little more special and things that are more familiar, plenty of fruits and vegetables. Also, our party is an open house, which means that people can come anywhere in a 4-hour window. So I need food that will be good at the beginning of the party and a couple hours later when it's been out at room temperature or it's cooled down a bit. Really, my goal is to not have to tend to the food very much so that I can enjoy my party too. I also take into account prep time. I want things that will be impressive with the least amount of effort possible, and I want things that I can cook a day or two ahead of time so that I'm not slammed the day of the party. I want to make sure that I have lots of energy to enjoy the actual party. So the next thing that I do is I work on my shopping list. I go down my menu items one by one and write down all the ingredients. You'll see that I'm writing them kind of in an odd order on my paper here. I actually make my shopping list in the order of the grocery store. Produce first, then dairy, then the grocery items, and last the frozen stuff. If you're paying attention here, you'll notice that I put potato latkes in the frozen section. That's because in order for me to keep this manageable, I buy my potato latkes at Trader Joe's. They're delicious and easy, and my house doesn't stink. The last list that I make is my prep list. And this is breaking down all of the tasks that I need to do based on what day I can do them. Things like making hummus, or making dessert, or salad dressing, or in this case applesauce, can be done 2 days ahead of time, no problem. They might even get better over the course of those 2 days, and then it's less rush at the time. I'm going to make my main dishes the day ahead of time. I'm making stuffed shells and spanakopita. But I can also put tasks on here like getting all my serving dishes or making sure my tablecloths are washed. As decor for our party, I made these glass jars full of gelt and dreidels. I got everything at Party City. Party City actually regularly carries 15 different colors of chocolate coins in their candy section. And to make a filled jar, I like to put tissue paper in the middle first so it doesn't have to be truly full to look full. And then we just filled them up with our coins and our dreidels. I went with the traditional blue and white, but you could definitely do it in all sorts of different colors if you wanted to. And then what happened was during the party, people broke into spontaneous games of dreidel. All you needed to do was reach into the jar and you had everything you needed. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. I put out videos all year round about Jewish things that you can do with your family.